Cian, season-long loan for you here, which I guess for a player coming out on loan, that's as much as you can ask for, is it? You can get straight stuck in.
Yeah, of course. Nice to get it done early and looking to get my teeth into pre-season and then start the season in August. It'd be nice to get playing again, enjoying my football. After a bit of a confusing year last year, I'm just looking forward to getting my head down and proving myself right.
And how do you approach a loan of this length? Because ordinary players might come out on loan for a month after a long injury to get some game time, or if they've been sat in the stands, they might come for a short spell just to keep in tune. But you've got to really invest in a season and a club to sign for that long.
Yeah, of course. I think it's easy to invest when the football club's as established as Kidderminster is, especially working with the manager. Who I've had conversations with last year, and when the opportunity come up, that was me set coming here. Probably easier than a month or 2 month loan or whatever sort of period that is. You know where you're at for the foreseeable. So now I'm looking forward to it.
And separate to what he might have said to you about coming here, those conversations you had with the manager last year, something obviously stuck in your mind about him.
Yeah, of course. More just the understanding of my reasonings for not going down to work with him towards the back end of last year, and sort of how straight down the line he was, and that is all you want in a manager is trust, honesty and respect, both ways, and I think the manager here will certainly have all of them from myself.
And you've played a lot of National League football over the last couple of seasons, not as much as you would have liked obviously last season.
Yeah.
You're looking to get back to that now.
Yeah, of course. Might be deluded, but in my head I'm one of the best in my position in this division. Proved that over sort of the last 2 years previous to this one here, so it's just about going out and showing what I'm capable of again, and hopefully not just myself, it's more about the team. So the team's on a bounce up. I'm coming back up from the National North last year, so hopefully can go into this season with the same momentum, and finish as high as we can and do as well as we can.
And in terms of last season, rather than kind of dwelling on obviously the negative that you've not played as many games as you would have liked, as a positive, it does, as you say, send you out with a bit of a point to prove, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. I think you've always got a point to prove on a daily basis. There's always people that probably don't think you're good enough, or for whatever reason they don't think that. But it's good to get the bit between your teeth. Be getting my head down now and trying to show what I'm about.
We spoke about it just previous to this. You have played here before, and you've sampled how good the atmosphere can be.
Yeah, I played here with Aldershot a few years ago, scored a penalty and then rolled a few people up, which didn't help, and he's come back and beat us 4-2 on the day. Atmosphere was brilliant that day, and I've always sort of had the opinion myself, and whenever I've spoke to anyone sort of over this summer about getting this sorted and coming here, proper lower league football club, established, good history, good tradition. So it was a no-brainer.
You played at higher levels, of course, but as a Midlands lad, if you like, do you sometimes do that with a club? You kind of think, at some point in my career, I could see myself playing here.
Yeah, of course. You start looking at the clubs that realistically, for whatever level you're at, that you could picture yourself at. I would picture myself, I could play here, no problem. Then a couple of years ago with Aldershot, thought the same about Solihull previous, but look, this is where I'm at, and I'm eager to just get going, and like I said, keep saying, prove myself again.
And I think we've probably said this, a player in every interview we've done this summer, but it's a club with a point to prove as well after not succeeding at this level a few years ago in that season you mentioned, so it's almost like you're going to fit in at just the right place.
Yeah, like we played just home and away that year, and you've had some really, really good players. Couldn't really see who's going down, and then I do remember the season, Woking done really well and managed to stay up at the back end of that season, so to be able to come back up sort of within the first 2 years of going back down isn't an easy thing. You see the teams that come out of the Football League into the National League, no one seems to go back up really. Forest Green obviously didn't in their first 2 years, Carlisle didn't manage it last year, so to be able to get back up in your second year is brilliant, and I'm of the opinion that this kiddie team will be really competitive one.
And you've touched on your own confidence and self-belief, which you have to have, probably in your position more than most. But for those who might not have seen you play as a defender, how do you describe your all-round game?
Centre half likes defending, wants to defend, comfy enough on the ball, and just try and enjoy my football and bring the best out of the people that are around me, whether that be with performance or voice. Something I would take a bit of pride in is trying to help other people around me be better players, and bring the best out of themselves.